I'm going to be able to make a little bit better videos and a little bit quiet, so we can wash all the dirt and all the stuff right down this hole into a 5-gallon bucket. But then I can take all that, because a lot of that's just nutrients that came out of the soil anyway to wash stuff up, pour it right back in the garden. And this is another piece of the bathroom thing. I'll kind of set it up there. Probably just will be a place to set stuff, you know. And here's the blueberry patch sign. Pick them up a little bit higher. That'll work. There we go. Little blueberry patch. Because that little puppy, man, he loves running around. He loves doing stuff. I've had a lot of sparrows come down and eat out of this one. I don't really have any. I haven't seen any squirrels in this park at all, but there are squirrels here all over the place. That's where the orchard's going to be, and I'll take you guys around there in a second, and I'll show you what we've done. As you can see, there's the top of the old countertop to the bathroom. We also found, but I also got a deep freezer for free as well. Like a huge deep freezer, whirlpool, probably 7 cubic feet, big one. So now this winter, you know, especially, we weren't sure about storing stuff, but now that we have that, you know, we're golden. These are little garlics. She started them here in the pot. I don't know if we're 12 now, it's coming up. So this one might not, it's got a little bit, but might not come up. But these ones, you know, those will all come up. They're all coming up, you know. The apple tree. Got a lot of, I don't know if you see, there's a lot of new growth. Well, I can see them from pretty, much lighter colors. Lots of new growth on this apple tree. The apple's still growing. For some reason I was thinking it was a crab apple, but it's not. This is going to get probably a little bit bigger. So that's kind of nice, you know. And then the easiest way, especially if you start out with young fruit trees, the easiest way to keep them where you want them is clip the new growth as it comes up. The plant is not going to be affected by that, and then you have it pruned in the shape you want it the whole time. I'm out here almost daily taking care of stuff, trimming stuff and all that kind of stuff. And I've noticed if you do that, you know, it's pretty easy to keep plants where they're supposed to be. I believe this is cauliflower, and it's bolted, but we don't care. Let the pollinators have it. I took a smell of this, and oh my god, that stinks. These ones stink so bad. They're not even good flowers to smell. They're pretty though. I still haven't got any flowers off the cucumber, but it's doing okay. And I think, I'm not sure, but just from the looks of it, it almost looks like it's, you know, 3 different plants. But it's just 3 different shoots off the same plant. And then I just have it going up here on the bed springs. So we'll see. And I keep my dandelions up. These huge tall ones. So, but you'll see the pollinators. They love ones like this, the bees and stuff, because they can just sit there on top and still see what's going on. Now the blueberries. This one, I got it here in the yellow bucket, and there's a couple of berries left on there, but basically he gave us about 6 ounces. But you know, it's been sitting here fighting forever. Let's see. Look at that. Aren't you in luck? Nice ripe blueberry. And then this one, it's alright. A lot of them have been sour, so I just gotta get used to picking them when they're right. But this has got really big ones on it. And then if you look at the chandler, if you want a blueberry that's gonna give you a big blueberry, that's one of them. Like I said, there's my thumb, just for reference. And then it's loaded with these big berries. So we'll see. But it's got a little florets out, which I was looking, and that's what it's supposed to be. I have little spiders just roaming around. Not spider mites, little spiders in there. Right? They've been catching stuff. The flaming silver is what they call it. I mean, as you can see, it just puts out all these different colors all the time on a seed growth. So that's doing good at settling. And then this blueberry here, I don't even know if see. They're not even really turning yet. There's a couple that have, but not too many. Most of them are sitting here. And you know, you go like a bird seed right over there. Are birds eat your blueberries? They might. But my thought is, if you make it really easy for them to get food, right? They can just fly up there and look they eat. It's gonna be a lot better for them. So some really pretty flowers. Really big pretty flowers. Berries have been coming along a little bit, but these are all new plants, and I wanted more plants in here so we can get a little more production. So most of those runners have been taken and resetting them back here in the dirt. They'll grow out. And we'll have more plants. But any runners now, like this one looks like a runner right here. Any runners? Oh, you can see a little guy right there. Little spider right there, see him? Darn it. Oh, that one's got a root going on. Oh, sorry. Forgot I was on there. Good thing I can edit now. So, this bed's still going good. All the kales popping up. We've been sitting around. We haven't even really had that many. I think we had 1 or 2 days above 80 so far. But most of them have been about 70, 75. So. Everything's just killing. It's not really bolting. The peas are going up this trellis, and this trellis is just a piece of the fence. Like I did these you know, just little 1-foot fences right here, and use the spikes. Well, what I had left over, I'd taken, and I used that bamboo to help give it strength. It's a little piece of fencing too. It might work better if it was newer, but it is more pliable than a cattle panel. So you kind of give it a little support, but hopefully the peas will be growing up and over that. So that'll be nice. As you can see, I have stuff that I use over and over again for steaks and everything. I don't hoard anything, you know. Obviously, if it's not good to keep, you know, that's old newspapers or whatever, right? So there's certain things you should keep, and if you can't use it, you know, right away or whatever, and nobody else needs it, then maybe get rid of it. But I find so many uses for things before throwing them out, especially starting to do this gardening stuff and stuff like that. Coming up with containers and stuff to plant, it's a pain in the butt, I'll tell you that. So if you're to start in gardening, where you want to spend your money, I'll tell you right here, is you need to just get a little raised bed. If you're able to do this, by the way, get a little raised bed and, you know, buy soil and that, and you're gonna have a lot more success than if you just try to plant in the ground that you have right now. Because we tried to do that last year. It wasn't clay soil or anything, but it wasn't good soil, so we didn't really have a good crop last year. But this year, I mean, we've learned a lot more, but also, you know, since we learned more, and we were lucky enough to get the compost, like I said, we've been lucky with a lot of things this year so far. So I'm kind of happy about that. So it's like the bathroom vanity, that was maybe a year and a half before that was even going to be thought about getting done. And there's a bathroom vanity and a brand new mirror and stuff, all that stuff. So, well, new me anyway. But so I've gotten lucky on stuff. You know, get a count where you've gotten lucky in life with that things too. Not this skill. Anyway, I think that's one of the cantaloupes. We'll see. we're all gonna see. Because I don't remember at the time. I mean, obviously it's a pretty obvious plant to somebody that's seen it before. My kale all doing good, right? It was kind of stunted there for a minute, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. My onions have popped back up. I got a really great big one growing over there, so that made me happy. And then I got just random tomato places. So this one and that one, I haven't seen any flowers put on that one yet, but it's really, I mean, look at that. Take a picture of that one as far as the foliage and stuff goes. But my lettuce, let's see, I think I've cut it 3 times already. This brown lettuce, and like I said, we haven't gotten super hot, at least not by the time I planted this. You know, there was a couple days where it did, but I've only cut it like a couple times, or I think, like I said, 4 times. Feed the guinea pig, I made it in my burger recipe, which I'll probably show you guys one day. But you're about the juiciest hamburger you can have, and it's not even rare. It's all in meat's cooked and all that stuff is very tasty, so I'll have to show you. Now, these tomato plants, I think the last time I showed you, like I said, it's been a while since I showed you, but the last time I showed you, I had done, you know, the pruning and stuff, and as you can see, they grow very, very quickly. And I don't do a lot of pruning. Like I said, this first year, and we learned about pruning and stuff like that. So, all I've been doing is I've been trying to keep a lot of the top leaves, because that's pretty much what I've seen. And so I keep the top leaves, and as you can see, you know, this was the sucker that didn't get, I don't think that was the sucker that got picked off, you know, and it's got flowers on it, so it's not perfect, you know. And then we got this, and here's what I'll tell you. I'm not a guy that, you know, I'm not a guy that, you know, has really ever enjoyed a tomato. Like, I've never really liked the taste. But, since when you pick it here off the vine, it still has the sugars in it, it cuts the acid enough to where it actually makes it a nice thing to eat. So, I just wanted to mention that. If you don't like something, you know, haven't liked something for a long time, you know, and you try it, you know, fresh, you might actually like it. So, just a thought. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. The herb garden, the oregano is doing great. That oregano is doing, I just broke that. Silly me. The oregano is doing really good. I think this is more basil here. Basil we've been having some issue with. I mean, I think the slugs are like addicted to it or something, or the bugs, because they just go after that basil all the time. We cut some and transplanted some of our lavender that we have up front. And there's chives. Some thyme. And those are doing okay. Chives, I mean, they've been wrecked over and over by the slugs, so we've been trying to stay on top of that. Come out multiple times a day and throw the slugs if we see them or whatever. The roseberry's doing pretty good, and the sage is doing pretty good, so it's a good place to put them. And then I call this the 4 tomato bed, just because it's square, but there's more than 4 in here. I don't know, maybe somebody knows, but I don't know. I have 2 brandywines, okay, and their leaves are curled, which whatever, you know, obviously there's water and stuff in here. None of the rest of these are stressed out. So, I don't know if I cut it wrong, or, because it says indeterminate, but maybe it's really determinate, the brandywines, I don't know. But they haven't sprouted any flowers, and they've just been kind of sitting in this mode, you know, this sad leaf mode, you know. So, I don't know. It's very interesting, but I think we're gonna get some good tomatoes up here. I mean, I got a few sitting on there. And like I said, it's been kind of and we got the onions growing in here, and they're doing really good in here. And this is just like a shopping basket found on the side of the road. You know, just one of those things. All these pinks. And I'm just calling them pinks because that's what it is there. The double imperial, whatever. I don't, you know, what the actual name is. But if you look, they're all coming up nice. There's a screw too, see? I plant screws, they grow. The asters are coming up, you know, there's dot here, dot here, dot here. Coleuses. electric lime coleus. She got these on clearance. Like I said, there's a grocery store here has plants outside sometimes, or actually most of the summer has plants outside, and then the local hardware store does. But we look on the rack, and sometimes there's very expensive plants. Like, I don't know if you can tell, the stalks on these are huge. So this is a way older plant, I believe. But this electric lime coleus as well. She got them for like, I think they were 50 cents each or something. But you can see, I mean, it's already got new growth on it. So there's a lot of plants you see. But if it's still got some green on it and it's just kind of looking sad and it's cheap, 50 cents, who cares? Bring it home, plant. Okay? It's 50 cents. You probably spend more of that on frivolous stuff all the time. So 50 cents, throw it in the ground. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, doesn't. No big deal, right? These are the daisies. They're coming up. Seedlings. Seedlings are so interesting to me. It's like, they're so fragile, but at the same time they're not. And they, these are the snapdragons that were 75 cents. This is the original growth here that was on the plant. And as you can see, it's already put on a new sprout. Same with this one here. And then I moved, these are the evening primroses, these yellow primroses. And I planted them here because I already got primroses other places. And so I'm just going to separate these out as they grow. But even if they grow and we can't plant them all, they are edible for people, they're edible for the guinea pigs. So, you know, we've actually been finding out a lot of things, or I've been finding out, I should say, a lot of the flowers that I planted, they are edible. So, it's just interesting. Now this hydrangea, as you can see, it's growing. So that one's going good. This one's right here is popped up. And then this one's doing the best out of all. That was the cheap snapdragon. So I'm gonna go out. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I wanted to let you know something that's really cool. This compost pile, since we put the coffee in there, when we went to turn it, it smells like Starbucks. So, if you didn't know, we learned from my gardener. But if you go in a Starbucks, but probably any coffee place, some of them might know about it, some of them might not. But you use coffee grounds, they're not acidic, but it is nitrogen. And they have foil bags like that are free. You can pick up for compost. And I would recommend doing that. You know, just go there in the morning, get your cup of coffee. Because, I mean, think about how much you pay for, you know, bag compost or whatever. Go get a cup of coffee, grab your coffee grounds, throw it in the compost. And you don't have to do it all the time. But there's a source of nitrogen. And pretty good nitrogen. And your compost pile smells like coffee. So to win all the way around, I would think. I don't really have too many projects up here that we did, but I'll show you a little bit here. I think I showed you the potting station and all that stuff. So this, we'll see. Some of this may get moved. The greenhouse might get moved. So none of this is really permanent. The greenhouse isn't really permanent anyway. It's just a quick setup, quick takedown, and it does its job. I guess call it a greenhouse if you want, a propagation house or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but it does the job that it needs to do. And then I got this. I found this. Welcome to my garden. It's got a little butterfly on it. It's kind of a stone thing hanging outside. It's pretty cool. Now, this bed here is going to eventually get done. All the way down. I don't know if you can see, like, way out here, doesn't even look that good. We're going to get some like chips and stuff, I think, that look good, so we'll do that. And then, the clover, I'm just amazed at how big, you know, some of these clover leaves have gotten. And, you know, I started to wonder why people hate clover in their in their yards and stuff. I guess you were trying to have it look a certain way. It's one thing, but you know, I don't know. Spring charm is spreading out here, so that should be really pretty. Right here, this lavender that was transplanted, and that one's popping up, doing good. This I actually cut down, this Hyacinth, and it's growing back now. So we'll see what happens with that. Here's another one of those flowers that's from like back there. It's wildflower or whatever it is. Looks like a little sun on this one, huh? Well, it's shaped like a little sun. So there you go. There's some sunshine for you, but they smell really good. And then that one's popping up. We'll see what that one is. I forget what that one is, because I forget what anything. The impatient, it should pop on some more buds, but it's been doing good. It's just chilling, you know, just chilling. And then the calendula here, and I got a bigger calendula right there. This one I moved. That one I didn't even notice, so it stayed there, and looks like that one's gonna do better. Looks like there's some other ones popping up. There's this right here. There's another one that I got to put in the ground, and it's another maple. So what I'm hoping is between this one growing here and that one, they'll grow up big enough to give me some shade on the house, because this is south-facing direction. So if I get some more shade on it, and I've got the big, huge maple. I mean, you can see just towering on this side, and that protects from afternoon light, and it's really nice. I've been thinking about calling it our shade garden. I don't know. And then this one, finally, it's been a while. I don't know what the deal with it is or what the deal is. Look, new growth. Finally. And here's the second willow. Okay. The pumpkin is doing great. It loves it right there. That's the Sweet William. I think that's the only Sweet William seedling left. So we'll see if it even makes it. As you can see, the ever-blooming rose here, ever since I trimmed it, I mean, it's filling in already. So probably by the end of the summer, you won't even notice that it's filled in. And of course, the snapdragon tree is still going. Look at that stalk. This is literally becoming a tree. It's become a tree-formed snapdragon. I guess it's rare that they make it 2 years, but this may make it 3, 4, who knows many years, because this is well rooted, well in the ground, and it seems like it blooms off the old stuff anyway. So you can prune it back a little bit, but there's not really a guide on it because they don't last that long. So maybe I'll have to make you a guide on how to make your snapdragons last forever. Oh, there we go. There's a little pollinator, right there. See him? Yeah, these little guys. I think that was a little mason bee. Rhododendron, jelly, and lambs. Lambs, is that what it is? Oh no, bugleweed. That's what they call it, bugleweed. Pink lightning. And that's spread out. It's got, some new growth. It's got some flowers on it. And then there's this weird, like a reddish gray, or not reddish, but like dark greenish color. It's weird. Another primrose. And then the lace maple. Once I trimmed it this spring, it's been pretty good. But I think it puts on most of its growth, at least this tree, in the early spring. 2 spring charms down here. They're starting to really go now. They're starting to like life under here. That one I think I'm going to have to trim back because it's no good. These little orbs here, these little solar orbs, they last a long time as far as their charge goes. And then this maple. Now I've done a little trimming to it, keep it off the house, and I'm going to keep it to a certain height, but to me, it looks like once it gets to a certain height, it starts leaping over anyway, so I don't think I've ever got that tree getting too crazily big. The allium is up. It is very pretty. I saw it's tiger spider or something, I don't know, but he was just sitting in there. Fly came up and got it, but the rest of these are doing okay in here. Actually, we got the lavender from them, and it's almost the point where you can see where we didn't even take it. I put the pansies in this huge or not, I shouldn't say huge, but this bigger potter, and they've been going over and over. I mean, like that, I was getting maybe one of these purple ones, and now it's just pumping out purples. The reds are still doing good, and now it's pumping out whites too. It's just a really pretty, ended up being a really pretty pansy thing. And let's just show you real quick. That's the freezer we got right here. This big old puppy right here, probably about 3 foot tall. And as you can see, I mean, you could put a body in there. Let's put it that way. That's a body size deep freezer. Kind of nuts, huh? Anyway, these the morning glory flowers. I've noticed the bees, everything really likes them. So they must fill out a lot of nectar. They're really good for the leaf cutter bees, cut things off for the leaves, you know, all that kind of stuff. I've been fighting to keep that one alive. The bugs have been chewing it up. This is a zinnia here. We'll see if that one goes. That's what's left of the. Let's see here. That's what's left of that zinnia. I had to chop down the sunflower multiple times, and then the third willow's over there. So the lovey-dovey, as you can see, out of all the ones, this is one that we bought at full price, the Bermuda Beach. But I'll tell you this, I probably won't be getting this again, and I need to go through and trim these up, just so you know. If it starts, you know, starts not to look so good or whatever, you can always trim them and they'll come back. That's what I do with this one. This one I've trimmed all the way down. It got really leggy. So now it's going to send up some new growth, some new flowers. But this one I don't have to do anything to but keep it fed. So, and of course, you know, there's bees and bees and bees everywhere. You know, lots of native bees. It's pretty cool. Let me go show you now. There's not too much new on that side. That's what I call my shade garden, or not shade garden. Some people have garden rooms or whatever. And so that side of the house, since it's blocked by, you know, a house getting sun off or whatever, it's got the big trees to shade. It's kind of just a place to go sit. I have flowers and stuff in there. And it's just kind of a sitting area. And then, you know, back behind me here, that's, you know, that's all the garden area. We moved up the fence out of pellets. I painted them. Would I have liked to have a nice, super awesome regular fence? Sure. Not going to happen, but sure, I would like to have that. So, this is a big raspberry bush here, and that's the one that's got like a lot of the disease on it and stuff, but it's not, it's actually on the next lot, and so I'm just going to leave it be and see what happens. And I'll show you this really quick. I got some elderberries. Great big elderberry bushes come out here. One thing that's nice about where I live, there's a lot of berries that come through. So I'm taking you back here because this is the big project we're doing. I haven't, you know, like I didn't really document the other stuff that I did, like the painting and the other stuff. So now I'm, you know, start documenting. You guys can watch along or whatever. But this right here, I'll spin around. You can kind of see right behind me. This is going to be our orchard. So when I came through here, when I came through here, I'm not sure if this is a fruit tree or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. When I came back here, and this is the ground. Okay? And you may look at that. Well, some people may look at that. There's other people that know about stuff. But you may look at that and go, "Oh my God, that's horrible. We gotta clean all of that." No, it's just, when I walk up here, it's about 6 inches higher than the other ground, so it's already got the wood chip system going, just naturally. There's more stuff I got to cut out of here. I'm trying to, you know, be decent to the bees. Bumblebees jumping all over here, and I think bumblebees like to nest and stuff like this too. they don't build their social bees, and that they, you know, have a hive and a nest and all that stuff. But their nests are like in the ground, like easy places for them to be. So they go in now there, so that probably built a nice, very nice thing. Oh, here, I'll show you this actually. Let's see if it'll stay for us. I was trying to show you, but this is where I got the bees at, right here. And there, one bee has already built something in that tube right there, so it's starting to make a house out of it. This is a beer bottle thing with the bee tubes in it. So we'll see. If I get some, I get some. If I don't, I don't. But I do know that there are multiple different kinds. As you can see the holes here, that's a leaf cutter hole. Okay, leaf cutter bee goes around, and to make this cocoons, it cuts out holes on the leaves, and that's what it uses to make the cocoons for its babies. So you'll see that. The other thing that's more English too is I think that's been helping keep away, keep pests and stuff off of other stuff, because if you have that there, and then they have something to eat, right? And if they like that more, which they might, because you know it's a common outdoor thing. Let's see if we can. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Oh, well, I'll get one of these on camera. Anyway, pollinators. Look, I'll show you right here. See that? That's not a honeybee. There are other bees as well. Leaf cutter bees, mason bees. There's little butterflies hopping around. And there's all kinds of flies. There's all kinds of stuff that comes around the yard. And we've had to use vacuuming scissors, but I'll tell you this. Since I've had the birdhouses up, and the birds come around, you know, and they like to hang. I just want them to hang out. You know, they see a bug and they can go get the bug and get it. So I want them to hang out here. You know. Ever since then, here, I'll sit down here. Ever since then, I tried to make sure, we did that a couple times. Okay, and like I said, they got my sunflower and stuff, but that also isn't around other things, and that might be the most delicious thing to them. But pretty much the rest of the garden and stuff has been okay. And I think it's because I look around and I see all the different bug life. And on my strawberries, it was amazing. There's little ants that live up there. They don't touch the strawberries and stuff, but they go up and down the leaves all day, and they eat aphids or whatever else those things go on the strawberries. So my strawberries, I haven't had no problem with my strawberries. Out of all my plants, the strawberries are they're taking care of themselves. You know, pasteurized, everything. So they've been doing great. And I've got a little lifeline right in the photo right now. So the plan for the orchard back there, you know, we want to start planting fruit trees, and it takes years for them to grow. You know, some of them takes a while for them to produce, but we don't know how long we're going to be here, and we're also not buying full grown trees. Okay, we're either planting from seeds, which we've done. Some of our apples are, and yes, they're not going to be like their parents, but you could end up with an awesome apple to eat. And it's a unique one to you. Nobody else will have that apple. But if we don't grow them from seeds, we just get the $10, $15 one, maybe at a store or maybe online or whatever. and we're going to plant that. And if we get a property in 2 days, 2 years, 20 years, whatever, you know, it's not going to hurt anything for it to be there. And in fact, it's almost like giving a gift to who would ever live here next, to say, hey, there's an orchard, you know, back there with all kinds of fruits. And now that we have a deep freezer, because that was, you know, we want to grow stuff too, but a lot of stuff that's kept us held back is not having a place to store it. And when I say deep freezer, I mean, because our freezer on our fridge, my fridge, I'm just as tall as number one. So if you can look and see the top of your fridge, it's probably a small fridge. Number two, that being said, the freezer in it is tiny. You know, a couple of, you know, frozen pizzas and a couple other things in there, and it's full. So going shopping, you know, if something on sale or whatever, well, we can't take advantage of it because we didn't have a place to put it as far as perishable food. So things have been working out pretty good, and I'm gonna just start doing more videos now that I have a card that I can do videos with, and hopefully they'll be edited better, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So coming at you tomorrow, if I've got a project or whatever, which I probably will, because money comes in tomorrow, and well, you know, we got to go get little parts and pieces. I got to fix I'll show you the new bathroom stuff that I got to fix and put together and all that stuff. So like I said, I'm kind of doing this to show you what's going on with me, show you that we're growing food on a little mobile home lot, you know, and that way anybody that knows me, they can at least keep up with what's going on with me, and they don't necessarily have to come and see me. So till next time, thanks for watching, and don't procrastinate, germinate.